What's up, YouTube? Dave's Midlife Car Crisis here. Coming at you with my first football rookie top loader binder video. We have 1980s. I have all my 80s rookies in here. Unlike the baseball, I actually worked backwards on this because it just seemed to fit a lot better. But let's start with some 89 tops. So you have Derek Thomas as the showcase card. And let's run through some of these. You got John Taylor, Michael Irvin. You got the record breakers, Tim Brown, Deion Sanders, Cris Carter, Thurman Thomas, Sterling Sharpe, Rod Woodson. A couple more here on the back. Another Rod Woodson. Mark Rypien, which those are doubles, because I have Mark Rypien as the centerpiece. But Eric Allen, Randall McDaniel, Dave Meggett. You got Steve Atwater, Eric Metcalf. You got the Ickey Woods 1,000-yard club, Ickey Woods super rookie. And then the Chris Spielman. I got some 89 score. Let's actually start over here. Another Mark Rypien as the centerpiece. Keith Jackson, Ickey Woods, John Taylor, Cris Carter, Eric Allen, Chris Spielman, another Dave Meggett, Keith Jackson again. This is the regular rookie. This was the All-Pro. You got the Keith Jackson, great combos with Cunningham. Jets Loggeman for the Jets, along with Kyle Clifton, Chris Miller, John Taylor, Bruce Matthews, another Bruce Matthews All-Pro, Eric Metcalf. This is a Ickey Woods. Now, a lot of my football rookies from the 80s are all graded, so you won't see any of the crazy top names. You'll see those in some other videos I've done of my room and stuff like that. Here's some action-packed Mark Rypien and Dave Meggett. You got 89 Pro Set, John Taylor, Deion Sanders, Tim Brown, Thurman Thomas, Derek Thomas, Irvin, Atwater, Woodson, Sterling Sharpe, Mike Shanahan, Chuck Noll, Don Shula. Even I don't know why one of the sites had done that as his rookie, which I know it's not. Bill Walsh, got a Bill Parcells, Joe Gibbs, Jimmy Johnson, Ickey Woods, Cris Carter, Keith Jackson, Rypien. Put Andre Rison as the centerpiece on this one. Bruce Matthews, Chris Spielman, Bruce Armstrong, Eric Allen. A lot of people in Pro Set. Jay Novacek, another Meggett, James Hasty for the Jets, Eric Metcalf, Chris Chandler, Kyle Clifton, Chris Miller, Rodney Peete, Jack Del Rio. Here we got some 88 tops. Christian Okoye, Jerome Brown, super rookie, Kevin Green, Vinny Testaverde. Got the Bo Jackson as the centerpiece. You got the Boz, Brian Bosworth, Neil Anderson, Seth Joyner, Cornelius Bennett. And then, all right, Wesley Slaughter. This is 87. Ron Rivera, Sam Mills, Wade Wilson, Tony Casillas, and John Bosa. And then I also have a brand new edition, never shown before. But I picked up the Jim Kelly Police. So 87 Buffalo Police. So that's a cool card. I actually had to cut the top loader down to make it fit in here. So it's super tight on the top, but it fits. A couple more 87s. Jim Everett, Pepper Johnson, Gary Zimmerman. Then we got some 86s here. We got the Fridge, William Perry, Boomer as the centerpiece, Bruce Smith, Anthony Carter, Mark Bavaro, Jay Schroeder, Kevin Butler. You got the Kevin Butler scoring leaders, Kevin Mack, Ernest Biner, Bart Oates, Leonard Marshall, Phil McConkey, Bobby Hebert, Carl Mecklenburg, Joey Browner, Charles Mann, and then we have 85 tops. So I put Ken O'Brien as the centerpiece for the Jets. You got Mark Clayton, Lewis Lips, Irving Fryer, Steve McMichael, who I just passed away, Mungo, Carl Banks, Tony Eason. You got Jim Burt, Joe Morris, Lionel Manuel. 84, Deron Cherry, Mike Quick, Dave Craig, Jackie Slater. 82. I think this is one of the 80s. It's Freddie McNeil. Maybe this is 83 here. Kenny Easley. You have this George Rogers rushing record breaker. George Rogers. Another McNeil. Chris Collinsworth in action. Harrison Walls. Dan Alexander for the Jets. We got here, this was Freddie McNeil team leaders. Got Gary Anderson. Let's see, 1981. You got the Mark Gastineau team leaders. Billy Sims. You got Dwight Clark, rookie. Gastineau as the centerpiece. Keelan Winslow, super action. Billy Sims. Mike Ken. I got 1980. Got Otis Anderson record breakers. Otis Anderson. Clay Matthews Sr. George Martin. I got a couple of Phil Sims here, so I put them both in. Then we got Otis Anderson team leaders. You have the George Martin team leaders. And this is a Fleer action with Mark Gastineau right there in the middle. 1980. And I believe that will be all. So that's my 1980s football rookies. Obviously non-graded. I have all the other ones in the slabs. But that's it for now. Y'all have a good day.